fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That fire, yeah, she kinda cute. Yeah, she wanna slice. I got Chuck E. Cheese, tats on my chest, got it on my sleeves. Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That fire, yeah, she kinda cute.
Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another freaking clothing tutorial. I know it's been a little while. This tutorial is really similar to my stacked jogger suit tutorial, only because I'm using velour fabric again, which I love. But this is like a two-piece lounge set. I honestly will wear this outside, so I don't know if I'm gonna call this a lounge set, but I will definitely wear this outside on a nice summer day. First, I'm starting off with some shorts that I already have that fit me well. I'm using that as my stencil because I really don't feel like cutting out any patterns, and this is just so much easier for a perfect fit. Then I'm going to take it, the pattern that I cut out, and I'm just going to mimic the same pattern, cut that out too. And like I said, this is it's time consuming, but an easy tutorial. For the pockets, I am using a napkin as a stencil. I got this from Kiamani. This will make sure your pockets are like so perfect. Like, she was so fucking smart for this. Shout out to her. So I'm gonna cut out 6 squares because I only want 3 pockets, and I'm gonna end up folding like one of the halves down. Like, y'all gonna see later. It's really hard to explain. But back to the shorts. You want to make sure the fabric is good side to good side, which means the inside of the fabric will be on the outside. I hope that makes sense to you guys. If you're not new here, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Make sure the outside of the fabric is touching each other. Then you want to use your pins and pin the sides up. And we're just going to go ahead and do a straight stitch down the entire side that we are pinning up. Just one straight stitch. Actually, I think I did zigzag stitching because I am using stretch fabric. So I did use zigzag stitching, but we're still going down in a straight line. And you want to do the exact same thing to the other side. Now moving on, we're going to open up the sides that we just sewed down. And you want to make sure it's good side to good side again, meaning the outside of the fabric will be on the inside as you sew. You want to line it up. Sometimes I have a problem where I don't cut the fabric out even enough, so there might be excess fabric that you have to cut off. But we're going to pin those sides down and repeat the same thing. We're going to do another straight stitch. I'm using the zigzag pattern and a zigzag presser foot, but I am going just in a straight line. Very simple. The sewing machine will literally do all the work for you. Once we have that done, we're going to open up the shorts and we're going to focus on the crotch area, which can get a little confusing when you're sewing it. You want to make sure the fabric is lined up perfectly before you put those pins in, or one of your legs will be smaller than the other, and we don't want that at all. Once we have those pinned down, we're going to sew it. I'm not going to show you guys how I sewed that part. It's pretty much, sewing is easier than what you guys think, honestly. I might start doing tutorials on how to use the sewing machine, but I did just start this year, literally in about January or so. Moving on to the pockets. I lost some of the pocket footage, but you know what? I am going to be selling some of these sets, and I will be doing another video with different types of fabric and different colors, so I will get more detail with the pockets. I'll just link the video that I followed for these pockets in the description below if you want to go watch that. But it's pretty simple. You're just going to pin the pockets down. Of course, for the top flap, I just sewed a straight line on each side to make it a flap. Now for the bottom half of the pocket, I'm going to have to get more detail with you guys on that one, so I will do a separate video. But you are just doing a straight stitch on this as well. I didn't use zigzag stitching because the pocket will come out really messy. Now for the waistband, I honestly did not want to show y'all how I did this waistband. I have other waistband tutorials. You can go watch my jogger set video. I'll link it below. and also my stacked pants video. I'll link it below. The waistband, I'm working with scraps. I didn't have enough fabric, so I was weary about showing you guys this, but I guess we're doing it anyway. You're only going to need 2 little pieces, and I'm going to sew them together to make sure they fit around my waist because I did not have long enough fabric. So you're just working with these 2 pieces, and you're going to sew them on the side, and it's going to look like a headband. Then you want to close it up and repeat the same thing to the other side. Just sew a straight stitch. Now, when you're adding the waistband, you want to flip it upside down, insert it inside the shorts, and once you have the waistband inserted into the shorts, you can do a straight stitch all the way across, and make sure that you have an opening to actually put the pants on. But you want to pin that down and just do a straight stitch all the way across. Y'all, I hope I explained things good. I really suck at this. I'm going to do like a live view video so that I can like really show you guys. But this is how the waistband looks when it's done. But I would rather like sit in front of the camera and show you guys step by step. Of course, it would be a longer video though. But I think you guys will understand that a little more because I get a lot of comments asking questions about, you know, what I'm showing you. So for the crop top, I already like had a crop top that I set on top of this to make sure that it would fit me properly. I'm just cutting down a straight line. Now I have a 12-inch zipper, so I will be cutting some of the extra fabric off the bottom. It's more like a tube top. So yeah, I'm pinning down the sides. And this is why I say this is so easy, because I'm literally repeating the same steps for each thing. You're just cutting shapes out and like sewing them together. So I'm just going to do a straight line all the way down both sides of the tube top. I feel like I've done this before on my channel, maybe one of my bodysuit videos. Then I'm just measuring the elastic out to see how much space I need to sew down, because naturally I am just going to pin down, like pin around the top of the tube top, and then once I have all of that sewn together, I'll take a bobby pin or what's it called, a safety pin, and just lace the elastic through. Once I'm not going to show you guys how I sew the zipper down because I'm not perfect with zippers. You need a zipper presser foot for that, and I don't use that. I just do my zippers any kind of way because naturally I'm wearing this myself. So I'm not going to get too much into detail on that. But this is how the set came out. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really will be selling these sets pretty soon. Just give me a couple of weeks. And I'll see you guys on my next video.